Explore the Bonneville Salt Flats, a unique family vacation destination and a must-see U.S. landmark. Welcome to this adventure. This is a journey to one of the most fascinating and unique natural wonders in the United States, the Bonneville Salt Flats. The Bonneville Salt Flats are part of the Great Salt Lake Desert. You won't believe the land speed records that have been broken at this incredible site. 300 miles per hour? 600 miles per hour? Wow! This vast, stunning expanse of white salt crust stretches as far as the eye can see, creating a surreal landscape that's unlike anywhere else. The unique photography opportunities and the sheer mesmerizing beauty make this an American treasure. Whether you're a family looking for an unforgettable vacation spot or an armchair traveler with a passion for the incredible geographical and historical sites across the U.S., this video is packed with things to know about visiting this awe-inspiring destination. This land is under the jurisdiction of the Bureau of Land Management and specifically the Salt Lake Field Office. For family vacationers, the Bonneville Salt Flats provide a family-oriented and exciting environment for road trips, exploration, and unforgettable memories. Located in northwestern Utah, the Bonneville Salt Flats are a stunning expanse of white, salt-covered land that stretches over 30,000 acres. Known for their breathtaking beauty and remarkable history, these salt flats are comprised of a vast layer of salt, creating the remarkable landscape you see today. Perfect for adventure seekers, we parked our RV at the KOA in West Wendover, Nevada, just a few miles across the state line of Utah. RV spots are also available along with hotel rooms at nearby casinos. The town of West Wendover, Nevada has fuel, food, and as I mentioned, accommodations. There is a historic air base in Wendover, and that is a great place to visit, and I will tell you about that in a future video. Between the historic base, salt flats, and incredible scenery, this area deserves at least one full day. We went early in the day for an unforgettable adventure to explore the breathtaking vast salt flats. Traveling eastbound on I-80, we took exit 4, which is 4 miles into Utah, and this is the exit for Bonneville Speedway Road. As a note, the racing area has shrunk from 15 miles to 10 miles over the last several decades. I'll tell you more about the records set at this historic landmark later in this video. We, like several other folks, drove all around on the shimmering white that stretches endlessly beneath the vast blue sky. Having a little fun driving out, not breaking any land speed records, that's for sure, but it's just fun to drive out on the Bonneville Speedway. The mountains to the west made an incredible backdrop, and the endless horizon and stunning reflective surface make for incredible photo opportunities. It is so much fun walking around this unbelievable place, and we had packed a lunch, and while eating, we got to witness paragliders filming an advertisement alongside the wet area of the salt flats. I imagine many companies make use of this phenomenal location for that exact purpose. For those of you with more time, that is at least 1 hour, I would certainly want to encourage you to experience the Salt Flats firsthand. The exit is the last exit in Utah traveling westbound and the first exit in Utah when traveling from Nevada. You travel northbound off the exit and the 2-lane road will turn east and dead end but continues on into the Bonneville Salt Flats. You will want to take tons of pictures of this one-of-a-kind expanse of shimmering white that stretches endlessly beneath the vast blue sky. After spending hours out there driving around, speeding around, walking around, just having a wonderful time, we went back to our RV to get a little dinner and to relax a bit. And then later in the day, just before sunset, we returned. And when we got there, we saw a group of young ladies who were doing their own little photo shoot. And instead of jamming the balloons back in their van, they offered them to me. And of course I said, yes, I'd love to have them. We took more amazing pictures accented by the pastel balloons at sunset.
Hey, thank you again!
With some jaw-dropping views of the 10,715-foot tall Pilot Peak in the Toano Range as a backdrop. We had spent around 4 hours total on this off-the-beaten-path adventure, and it was time to retreat to the campground. We are gonna have to find a car wash tonight. Yes, I do realize that I-80 is a beaten path. But look around. There's nothing for miles and miles in all directions except for tiny Wendover and the small town of West Wendover. But before we left, I passed the balloons on to another family that was excited to take pictures with these balloons also. That was a big afternoon for those balloons, wasn't it? Here is a quick list of things to do and to see at the Bonneville Salt Flats. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more travel destinations, tips for family vacations, and hidden gems for armchair travelers. All right, so now the list. This is the Bonneville Speedway, where land speed records were set by some of the fastest cars in the world. And of course, there's the Salt Flat Photography, where you can capture breathtaking photos of the salt-covered plains during sunrise or sunset, when the light makes the land glow. In family fun, sure, you can take part in salt flat hiking and marvel at the cracked salt patterns, or enjoy a picnic like we did while soaking in the desert landscape. Don't forget to return at sunset to see the sunset across the adjacent mountains. Maybe there will be somebody with some balloons out there. Or better yet, take your own balloons. Take some sort of prop to make the pictures even more amazing. And then, this is something that's on my bucket list, stargazing. With clear skies and minimal light pollution, the Bonneville Salt Flats offer an excellent location for stargazing. But clouds started moving in, so there wouldn't be stargazing the night that we would be there. We'll have to go back. The Bonneville Salt Flats are not just visually striking, they're steeped in history and geography, and this area has long been a hub for speed record attempts, including land speed races. The flats' vast, flat terrain makes it an ideal spot for such events, and you might even get the chance to witness a race of some sort or witness a special event here where world records are made. By the way, the Bonneville Salt Flats racetrack is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Now, I want to tell you about the rest stops. We woke up early the next morning to a gloomy day. As I'd said, the clouds had rolled in, and so we just drove east on I-80 to the rest areas that the state has positioned near the flats. And I'm so glad it was better weather yesterday, that's for sure. Informative signage gives travelers a quick look into this historic and geographic wonder. And if you're passing through between Salt Lake City and Eastern Nevada, be sure to stop off at one of the rest areas. At the very least, I'll tell you about what we found at the rest stop in a bit. If you want to buy us a cup of coffee or some fuel for our journeys, our Cash App is #SPGDMG. Thank you. Many world land speed records, including the 300, the 400, the 500, and 600 mile per hour, have been set at the hard-packed Bonneville Salt Flats. In 1965, Goldenrod, the Summer Brothers wheel-driven, Hemi engine-powered vehicle, set a long-standing land speed record of 409.277 miles per hour. Their car is at the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan. And I am so excited to tell you, I got to see that car. That record was beat by only 0.7 miles per hour in 1991. The last land speed record set at this historic site of 622.407 miles per hour occurred in 1970 by a rocket-powered vehicle. The Salt Flats are surrounded by the 800,000-acre Dugway Proving Ground, which is the U.S.'s primary chemical and biological weapons testing and training site. There is no public admittance because this is part of the vast Utah Test and Training Range, comprising over 19,000 square miles of restricted airspace and 2,675 square miles of land area managed by the Hill Air Force Base. Don't go there. I don't want to go there. All right, so now to the things you'll find at the rest stops. Note, they are different. If you have time to go to both, go for it. But you will need to drive quite a long way east to return westbound, so be prepared. The signage at the eastbound rest stop reads, "Welcome to the Bonneville Salt Flats and Utah's famed measured mile site of world land speed record runs." Utah's famed measured mile is located approximately 7 miles beyond this marker, well in front of the mountains you see on the horizon. The elevation along the course is approximately 4,218 feet above sea level. The total length of the course that includes the measured mile varies from year to year, but for recent runs it has been laid out in a path 80 feet wide and approximately 10 miles long, with a black reference stripe down the middle. Timing of the world land speed record runs is under the jurisdiction of the United States Automobile Club. World land speed record times represent an electronically timed average of 2 runs over the measured mile within a 1-hour time period, 1 run in each direction. The first world land speed record on the Bonneville Salt Flats was set on September 3, 1935 by Sir Malcolm Campbell. His speed was 301.13 miles per hour. Craig Breedlove holds the honor of being the first man to go faster than 400, 500, and 600 miles per hour. I just mentioned that. And his record of 600.601 miles per hour was set on November 15, 1965, and it was finally broken on October 23, 1970. And I already told you all about those records. But this is what the sign says. Both Gabelick's rocket engine, Blue Flame, and Breedlove's jet-powered Spirit of America were equipped with specially designed inflatable tires, pre-tested to speeds in excess of 800 miles per hour. Speaking of tires, did you see my video? It's a short on that big tire in Detroit. You'll have to go see that video. It's the craziest thing. It's the most ginormous tire you'll ever see. Now this sign is kind of old. It said it was erected by the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company in June of 1972. Wow, I bet some of you listening to this video weren't even born in 1972. Just when I thought I was finished telling you about these land speed records, I remembered that when we were at the Motorcycle Hall of Fame Museum outside of Columbus, Ohio, that there was something about the Bonneville Salt Flats. And yes, there was. We saw this. Dennis Manning, innovative builder. A supremely talented and self-taught designer and fabricator, Dennis Manning devoted his life to pursuing the motorcycle land speed record. Wow. And his innovative streamliners have succeeded on more than one occasion. Manning built the streamliner that multi-time AMA Grand National Champion Chris Carr rode to a world record 367.382 miles per hour on the Bonneville Salt Flats in 2009. I love this quote. A motorcycle ceases to be a motorcycle at around 200 miles per hour. At that point, it becomes an airplane. Dennis Manning on the importance of aerodynamics. So cool. You'll never know where you'll come across something about the Bonneville Salt Flats. And we found this sign that talked about breaking world records, like this statement: otherworldliness of land speed racing on the Bonneville Salt Flats. It's so famous. You gotta go there. We did stop at both the east and the west Salt Flats rest areas. We went up the small observation tower, and yes, I had to use the foot wash because I walked barefoot across the salt. Wouldn't you? You might have the opportunity to meet Native Americans selling some trinkets and goodies at the rest stops. If you're planning a family road trip to Utah or searching for unique, off-the-beaten-path destinations in the United States, the Bonneville Salt Flat should be at the top of your list. Perfect for families, road trippers, and nature lovers, this magical location will leave you speechless. And everyone will love the vastness. And whether you're looking to engage in salt flat photography, as I thoroughly enjoyed, or experience land speed records, We may have tried to make a few land speed records ourselves. I cannot confirm or deny. But no, I didn't say that. Or simply relax in one of the most peaceful spots in the U.S. The Bonneville Salt Flats will captivate visitors of all ages, I promise. And the Bonneville Salt Flats, they do offer a unique experience, as you have seen, that you won't soon forget. And being backroaders, we had to find a backroad in the mountains on the north side of Wendover to overlook the Salt Flats. It's what we do. If you have been to the Bonneville Salt Flats or have any questions, drop a comment below. And thank you for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more amazing explorations. Barefoot on the ground, flip-flops on the ground, in the Bonneville Salt Flats. Unclassic road trip.